have a group that says we live in Jewland and the law doesn't apply to us, that's a tremendous threat to our democracy.
This civil rights attorney taking on the Hasidic community of NSquare and the Rockland DA over a fiery religious dispute. Michael Sussman is representing Aaron Rottenberg, who was critically burned, allegedly because of where he chose to pray. Sussman says Rockland DA will not prosecute the Grand Rebbe because he doesn't want to lose the Hasidic vote. News 12's Kim DeBestia has that story.
I say he's either blind or he's engaged in a cover-up.
Civil rights attorney Michael Sussman lashes out at Rockland District Attorney Tom Zugaby on this weekend's Newsmakers. The DA has said their investigation doesn't show that Grand Rabbi David Twersky ordered his 18-year-old butler, Shaul Spitzer, to carry out a recent alleged arson attack.
There's no evidence that indicates that Mr. Spitzer did anything but act on his own. That could change tomorrow if evidence was developed, if witnesses came forward and indicated that. But at the current time, we operate on evidence.
Aaron Rottenberg was critically burned in a fiery religious dispute in NSquare last month. Spitzer is charged with attempted murder, but Rottenberg and his attorney, Michael Sussman, believe the teen was just a pawn, directed by Twersky, when Rottenberg left the main synagogue and started praying somewhere else.
Well, we have a group that says we live in Jewland and the law doesn't apply to us. That's a tremendous threat to our democracy.
Sussman filed an $18 million lawsuit against the Grand Rabbi this week, alleging he's the one behind the vicious attack. Sussman says it's clear there's circumstantial evidence.
You can't have an authoritarian community where everyone takes that man's word as the Bible, which they do. That's the nature, the defining nature of their community. Have a young man who's lived in the house for a year and at 4 o'clock in the morning goes out and does this and say there's no evidence.
No stone is being left unturned. There's been no final determination made as to how the case is going to proceed, but I know that a thorough investigation is being done.
And District Attorney Tom Zugaby says he expects the case to be presented to a Rockland grand jury imminently, and he anticipates he'll have the results of their action within the next 2 weeks.